I'll tell you what I did do this weekend, actually.
Mm.
Made myself a vegan breakfast, man. Vegan thing.
Is this what's going on? Is it is it spreading? Yeah. You're
Nah,
the last person I thought would go
nah, nah,
would
nah, nah,
be.
nah. But do you know what? Only the sausages. The only thing I have vegan is sausages. I don't.
Mm.
You know me. I'm chicken and whatever, fish and beef and whatever. But yeah, vegan. Even chicken sausages. Have you ever had them before?
I don't eat them because obviously I don't eat beef and pork, and the lining, the casing
Mm.
is often beef, and I had a proper like just chicken only one with a substitute. It was disgusting.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I didn't bother.
Even before you cook them, they look horrible. Like that's
Yeah, look, man.
they just. And then I start questioning like what part of the chicken I might eat. Do you know what I mean? Then my mind starts.
Which bit?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We saw about it yesterday actually. Like me, and my missus was out, yeah, and I was saying this is why I don't really eat chicken thighs because look where the fire is on the chicken, innit? Like it's right by the batty, oh man. I'm not touching that piece of the chicken. But always go for
You're a mad kind.
always go for the breast, innit? Because you know and the breast is always meaty as well. Like it's got more chicken on it
Oh,
or
it's,
whatever.
it's dry though, man.
The
It's
breast.
so dry. Yeah.
Nah, no, 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 man. You gotta go. You can't be eating chicken thigh. What part of the fry you eating?
No, the fire is juicy, isn't it? Like, yeah,
They
man.
are, to be fair, they are. But yeah, man. But no, the breakfast was nice. You know, the last
Mm,
weekend, the last bank holiday, the first one, I wanted to do it then, but I just didn't get the time to do it. Like,
mm,
because I'm not a big breakfasty person. Like, I'll have like porridge or something like that normally, like throughout the
mm.
week. But I thought, let me just rustle up a little full on. I
Yeah,
mean, the whole
proper thing.
toast and hash browns and da 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 da, and then cuz you know when you finish it and you think, yeah, that was worth the wait, man. It was one of them
Mm,
ones, man. I loved it,
mm.
man. But um, that took me back though. Cooking it took me back to like back in the day, like waking up and you can smell like the breakfast being cooked and that. And then like on a Sunday, you have like a proper. Well, we used to have like a proper breakfast. Um, I don't know what it was like for you though, like whether I was whole. Do you know what I mean? Are you a big breakfast
What
person
every
first of all? Do you like have proper breakfast?
so not full on. So I'll at minimum it's weird ones. I can't really function without having at least a hot drink. So
Mm.
even if I wake up late, I still have to have like I don't do caffeine, so I'll just have like herbal tea. So I can't leave that minimum. I have to have that before I can talk to people in the morning.
Mm.
And usually I'll just have some Weetabix. Um, but in terms of like the full on breakfast, I had a period where I was trying like pasta and tuna in the morning,
No, you're
which
lying.
is it's mad. It's mad because it's quite filling. So if you're not used to it, it makes you feel tired, but you do feel energized. You notice throughout the day, it lasts quite a while.
For breakfast though, cuz like that's a bit.
Yeah. It's the only thing I couldn't have in it is the only thing, I can't eat garlic in the morning, so I couldn't have
Yeah,
any
come
like
on.
garlic type flavor, and it made me feel
That's like a
sick. But
lunch man. That's like a lunch meal for me, like tuna and
no,
pasta
man,
and
see, like the fish for the brain power and the carbs, yeah, man. But I didn't do it that often. I think I did it for about a week,
Mm.
and then the odd day here and there, and I ain't done it for a while because obviously you can't cook that in the morning before work, and you can't. Yeah, you have to prep it at night, so you have to obviously cook it before. Um, but when I was in Porto, obviously earlier in the year, because I never really been a person that has breakfast at the hotel. I just go and just grab a little thing from the shop, or something small. But I
Mm.
thought, let me try to do the breakfast. So they had like grilled mushroom and sweet potato and courgettes, and had that was like that kind of roasted Mediterranean vegetable thing. It was nice, and I felt solid, like I was ready for them hills. Um, but yeah, so yeah, that's my extent of bread. I'm trying to eat more, but usually it'll be like a bowl of Weetabix or just some fruit and herbal tea just to get me through to lunch.
You know the the holiday breakfast though, they are nice. Like I
Mm,
was a bit like you because I'm normally one of those people. Even if I go to like I'm working away for work or whatever, my hotel comes with a breakfast. I won't eat it.
mm,
I won't get up to eat it. So I'm
yeah.
normally I'm thinking the way I wait up, yeah, an extra hour in bed or go down and have like a breakfast, and I just think, and like, normally,
Sleep.
yeah, come on, especially if I've got no kids around, most most of the hour. But I think with me as well, when I started to go on holiday, like as I got older, but when you're young and you do like, even if you like do like an all inclusive or whatever, you don't tend to get. I don't tend to get up because you're normally hungover from the night before. But then as I've got a bit older and I've been on like my last couple of holidays, like the last couple of years, it's always right, get up, be fresh, go and have the breakfast, and then even go back for your room for like an hour before you go out and do what you're doing in the day. But then breakfasts are they line you up for the day, man. Like if you do, anyone that goes on holiday, you're missing the trick, man, because their food over there is all fresh as well.
Yeah, make a difference.
Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not like you're eating like the rubbish from over here. It's all proper fresh at the things that they caught like the day before or whatever. And you can taste it all fresh as well. So yeah, make sure you line up your stomach, man, and get your money's worth as well. Let's be honest, like when you're paying all inclusive, everyone just thinks about the drinks, but you gotta get the food as well, man. You gotta line up the stomach properly for the alcohol. But what growing up, what was like your favorite breakfast?
Oh, I mean, for me, it's an easy one. Was actually no, there's two. So in terms of just everyday breakfast, I was a Frosties guy in it, but I say it was my favorite one because obviously my mum, when it came to like diet, she's relatively educated, so obviously she wasn't allowing that to happen every day. And it like Frosties was like Christmas and Easter and birthday, like that's the only time I could have it.
I said 3 times a year.
Yeah. Like there'll be a box, and that's the box that would either stay there for the year or, you get the little variety
The
ones.
selection
So
thing, like
so it'd
the
just
varieties.
be that's the Christmas one, or for the Christmas period you get a box. But or we used to have cornflakes, and then it's actually mad. So cornflakes, and also mom would say, "Oh, you can sprinkle a bit of sugar on it." But man used to go nuts. So like you'd be eating the cornflakes and you scrape the bottom of the bowl, there's bare sugar at the bottom. So it was Frosties anyway. And then she clocked on. So it was bran flakes. So that's what I used to have
Shit,
instead.
man.
That was disgusting, man.
Yeah.
Tastes like
Shit.
I don't know what it tastes like. So so that's like the cereal side. And then if it wasn't cereal, if I wanted something like when I was like playing football a bit more often, or like working and that, be like toast and tea, and it's about 3 slices of toast and tea, or if it's
3 slices of toast.
4 sometimes, cause like I used to eat bare bread, man. Just like a loaf of bread would last me about 3 days, 3-4 days.
Oh my god! Oh my god! 4 slices of toast.
Yeah,
Shit.
4 slices of toast with butter on it, and then even in the evening, I would have like 3-4 slices of bread with dinner as well. I'd get through. Yeah, I'd get through a loaf quick. Yeah. So I either that, or sometimes my mum would do, like, I didn't really like bacon; it was too salty. But like sausage, like spaghetti hoops, because that's all I could afford at the time. I think sometimes she'd do mushroom and then fried dumpling. Sometimes she'd just do fried dumpling in the morning.
Yeah.
So that was nice. So yeah, that's my not straightforward answer, because you know me, and I can't answer a question straightforward. What about you? What about growing up? What was the go to?
Do you know what? It's mad because like even now, I mean, I still don't eat egg, so I couldn't have like a egg whatever. You know, like some people have like egg and this and that. I couldn't eat that because I don't drink milk, and I don't like milk on cereal. So I was proper plain. Like I just have toast. And then it got even more strange because I'd have milk in my Ready Break or my Weetabix, but if you asked me to have it on like cornflakes or Frosties or rice, I think it was more a visual thing. Honestly, I think it's just visual. If I can,
You just eat the dry cereal on its own.
no, the only cereal I used to have dry was Frosties. I've never touched.
Just the flakes, like
Yeah.
no milk.
Yeah, yeah, because I'm still like this to this day. I think it's a visual thing. If I can see something, I can't eat it. If I know that, like, if someone said to me, I'm gonna give you a bowl of Weetabix or whatever, or Ready Break, for instance, or porridge, whatever. I know there's milk in there, but I can't physically see it. Do you get what I mean? Because it's already.
Yeah.
But if I can
It's
see
all
like a
just
milk just sitting on top of this Rice Krispies or whatever, I can't eat it because I know that the milk's there. I can see it. So I think it's just a visual thing for me, man. And the same with egg. If you
no.
told me there was like a meal and it had egg in it, I'm calm. But if I see like a fried egg or boiled egg or whatever, I can't eat that. So me growing up, it was always just literally toast with jam, toast with marmalade, dry frosties or ready break Weetabix. But then, and that's what I was saying back, going back to what I said before about the Sunday,
Mm,
the fried dumpling, plantain. We used to have
mm,
like beans with that as well, and then
mm.
like some form of sausages. I'm thinking back then it could have even been pork sausages. Do you get what I'm saying, or something like that? Them little Grace ones. Remember them Grace sausages you can get,
Yeah, I
the
think
tinned ones. They were
the
like,
one in the tin. Yeah.
yeah, you could get them. So you used to have them with it. A little bit of hard dough bread, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Do
Hard
you get what I'm
bread.
saying? Like we used to have that on a Sunday. So when I was saying that when I was cooking this breakfast the other day, I know it was totally different ingredients, but it just took me back to that like waking up and you can smell like the fried dumpling, the oil heating up and that. Do you know what I'm saying? And just that
Mm,
took me back to that. But yeah, like normally, like I said, even now, I don't think I could touch like cornflakes. Even now, at my big age, I don't think I could eat a bowl of like just it's the milk. And you know, some people as well, they throw like loads of milk in their thing, and you can just see the cereal swimming in it, and like they're eating it, and the milk's just going everywhere. I'm just like, nah, I can't do that. Just
no,
give
I
me a
don't.
little Weetabix, a Ready Break. 'Cause Ready Break was the one, you know, like in the winter. And a bit like you, I used to throw loads of sugar on it as well. So like it wasn't just like Ready Break, it was like sweet Ready Break as
Is
well.
that sugar with ready break here?
Yeah, man. Like I'm bouncing into school because of like, do you know what I mean? Got a big sugar rush going on. But yeah, it's mad. It's mad. Like I don't know where that came from. That like phobia of like seeing milk and eggs.
Because is it you just don't like because eggs I'm the same, but that's because when I had it when I was young, I think I had scrambled eggs and I threw up, and since that
Yeah,
day I
same.
was about 4, and I just never just I don't touch it now.
Mm.
But the milk one, I'm trying to figure out because milk's in a lot of stuff. Is it was it like
Yeah,
the
but
taste or what is it about milk?
I don't know. I think it's more the taste and smell for
Mm,
me personally. And I think like you, I remember with eggs, and I think I've done the same with milk. Like I just can't keep it down. If you gave me
mm,
like a glass of milk now and said just drink some of that, it would come back. I know I couldn't stomach it. An egg as well, like the smell of eggs. Sometimes I think,
yeah,
why do people eat these things? Because they don't smell nice, they don't look nice. Like, what are you getting for? What's the pleasure from eating like a fried egg? When you've got like the bacon on top of that in a sandwich, or you know, like you can get like an egg McMuffin with
yeah.
like. I'm thinking, where are you getting the pleasure from eating this? Because
No,
it
I
stinks.
hear
Yeah, it messes up your stomach. Let's be honest. And then where are you getting it from? I don't get like I don't get it.
you know what though? I think we're in the minority because sometime when I don't know, like if you go out to a cafe with your missus or whatever, because it happens to me. Everything on a breakfast menu's got eggs,
Yeah.
and then you're trying to pick something that ain't got eggs, and looking at you like a weirdo, or like you ask for something but you say, "Oh, can I not have any eggs with it?"
I remember.
And in my head, yeah, it's like one of the things that you ask, and then the waiter shot like, and then everyone you hear like a glass drop, and then
Yeah,
the whole place goes silent. Well, that's obviously in my head, but nah, eggs I can't do, but I've got a weird thing about milk. So I can have like milkshake and um, obviously like hot chocolate and all of that, but when it comes to cereal, I can't have cold milk. And I know there's probably one other person I know um, who has their milk like heated up. So if I have Frosties, wheat a bit, I have to heat the milk up. I can't have, people they just put the cereal in a
yeah. I
bowl and
can't, man.
then
I
they just
wouldn't be able to
pour
do that.
they just pour the milk over. I can't have it. But again, I know I'm in the minority because pretty much anyone that's ever seen me have cereal, when I put the bowl in the microwave, they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Heating the milk up,
But
innit?" They're
isn't that
like,
the normal? I thought that was the normal way. Like, to,
"No, I think it's just in our family because anybody outside the family, no one does that like at all." Like they're looking at me like I threw a puppy in a river to drown. Like the looks I get. And they're like, isn't it gonna be all soggy? And I was like, yeah, that's how I
That's
like it.
the
I don't
point,
like
though,
it all
no?
crunchy. Yeah, but then they look at me as if like some kind of like serial murderer or something.
Yeah, it's
So
mad.
yeah,
Personally, for me, I think now you just mentioned about warming the milk up. I think that's where my thing came from because I remember once,
isn't
and I
it?
remember I can't remember what cereal it was, or maybe it was just the milk. Because I don't think my mum used to put the two together and warm it up. She'd just warm the milk up and then pour the hot or the warm milk onto the cereal. You get what I
Mm.
mean? So I remember once there was like a layer of like, I don't know what it was, like a layer of like skin on top of the milk.
Oh yeah, that's dirty. Yeah.
I don't know why it was there. I don't know how it got there. I don't know. Yeah, but I remember just seeing it, and I remember lifting it, or maybe my brother. I don't know. I don't
You
know
just
how we
peel it
seen it,
off of it.
and it just lifted off. It's like skin. It was like physical skin coming off this milk. I was like, nah. I think that was the day I realized I'm not a
You're
milk
done.
drinker.
You're
I
done
can't be
with
doing
milk.
this milk stuff.
Oh
The
man.
smell alone puts me off, and then it's just horrible, man. I don't understand why people. I don't know. I don't. You know, when I see people go to like the fridge and they just pour like a pint of milk and they're just like that, I think,
Yeah, not on that.
nah, man. And eggs, but is it
Do
like?
you
Oh, sorry, go on.
do you eat pancakes then? Because it's literally just egg, milk, and butter,
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. I think it's just a visual
but
thing.
it's in solid form,
It's
is
like
it? So
mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is basically just egg.
yeah, I
Do you
can't
get?
eat mayonnaise.
Do you get what I'm saying? Or like that, or
Yeah.
cakes. Most cakes have got egg in, or they got some
Mm,
form of egg.
mm.
There's loads of things like that got egg in or milk, and I can have them. It's not like like an intolerance or intolerance to certain things. I just don't. I just can't physically
Mm.
see it. Like coffee, I used to have my milk in my coffee. Now I don't. But if you told me just to go and have some warm milk, I'd be like, nah, you're mad. But if you gave it me in a coffee, maybe not now, but back in the day, I'd be like, yeah,
You
calm,
might
whatever.
add it.
Yeah, or hot chocolate, like you said. But is there any food that you reckon you've tried, like over, like, say, the last 10, 20 years that when you grew up, you just didn't eat, and now, or maybe you've tried them for the first time? Is there anything you've tried over the last 20 years, you've tried it and thought, right, this is kind of okay. It's kind of sick.
There's pretty much everything that I'm eating now. Like spinach. I hated that
Well, you used to
growing
hate
up.
spinach.
Just I don't like thing. I didn't used to like things where it was like bitter. So like spinach, broccoli, um, uh, like ginger. You know, like all them things that have that really like sour, like
Hard. It's like,
bitter.
yeah, strong
Yeah,
taste.
yeah. So that now, or even like sparkling water. I used to hate that. Now,
What,
no, I
flavored or
don't.
unflavored though?
No, both. Just hate all of it. So, but I drink. I have that now. Um, this is a mad one, but fish. It's couldn't be bothered
You're
with
not the
fish.
first person to
Hated
say
taking
that
out the
though.
bones.
But weren't we talking about this before? Or so I can't remember. But
Might
yeah,
have
that's what I
been.
was gonna say. I have to have boneless fish. I can't have fish with bones in.
Fish with bones in is nice,
It is.
and it's
I wanna I
it's
wanna
most
live as
fish
well
as
because
well.
I don't wanna
Yeah.
be I wanna enjoy my food and not have to like dissect the fish and play Russian roulette with it as well and find out where the bones are. Do you get what I'm saying?
It's a lot of work, but a lot that I think I've just learned to just tolerate it, and there's little ways that you can pull a lot of the bones out all in one go. What else? Even like Weetabix. I used to hate that, like eating that, but I just have it now because I can't. When I'm going into work, or even like if I've got football, I can't function without having Weetabix in the morning or something solid. What else? Just like brown rice, wholemeal pasta, wholemeal bread, avocados. I used to hate tomatoes. I didn't like melon. But yeah, I know, literally. But the thing, what I noticed was, and one of the factors behind a lot of the fresh fruit that I didn't, or fresh veg that I didn't like, was because obviously when you grow up and you have to have, and there's no disrespect, but you have to have like the basic, like Sainsbury's basic or Tesco essential,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
even like the basic little stuff. You eat because you survive, yeah, so it's fair enough. But some stuff when you have them, you don't like the taste, but it's because it's a representation of that food. It's not, sometimes it's just not that food.
Mm.
So when I started eating all this food abroad, when I was obviously had the money to like go away and stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, this stuff's actually quite nice. And then you start to figure out which bits you like, and then you kind of get used to the taste. So that was one thing. But also, I eat so much sugar. probably up until about the age of 23, I can't deal with sugar anymore. Like to the quantity I was having it, so other food tastes better by default.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
like sweet potato. That's another one. I hated that growing up.
Swear.
I didn't understand why a vegetable would be sweet. So it confused me, and then the texture just. But now, listen, I don't think I'll go more than 3 days without having sweet potato.
I'd have that over a
Do you
normal
know what I mean?
potato. Like I'd have
Oh,
as
100%.
like within reason. If I'm having like a jacket potato with like tuna or whatever in it, then I'd have a normal potato. But talking about like chips and stuff like that, I just get sweet potatoes, make my own, and I'll
Yeah,
make my own chips out of the sweet potato. But no, I get what you mean. Certain things when you're growing up, like I used to love sweet potato, like because it was sweet though. That's what I mean. I think that's why I liked it because it had that sweet element to it. Whereas like I remember growing up, and even now I'm not a big fan of ackee. I used to hate. I think it's a more the look of it. It resembles egg. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
it's eggplant kind of, isn't it?
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. So it's like it kind of resembles like looking at scrambled egg to me. So I couldn't eat it. I still to this day I struggle with that. But yeah, there's loads of foods now that I think as we get older, I think we know what's good for us. And then also as you get older, you start thinking about your like what you're putting into your body
that's it.
and how you want to live a bit longer and try and just, do you know what I mean? So I think for me, like don't get me wrong, I still eat the odd junk food here and there, or a lot more than I should, or do you know what I mean? But I'm trying to, as I'm getting older, like you said about bread. If I buy bread now, normally it's wholemeal, or I try and at least have wholemeal if I've got an option.
Yeah.
But yeah, even just loads of things like that. I think for me the fish thing was a big deal. Like I think, like when I say fish, I mean boned fish. When it's boneless, I'm calm. I can just, I can enjoy my tuna or whatever because I know it's hard. I have to check the packaging to say we've tried to remove all the bones out of this thing. Do you know what I mean? If I don't see that on there, yeah, if I don't see that, I'm not buying it because I ain't got time to dissect and pick out bones here, there, and everywhere. But even like meat on a bone, I don't eat. I still to this day.
That's the chicken breast thing, then, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I can't. You see when you like, I can't. See, I see people like eating wings and shit like that. I ain't got time for all that, man. Just give me the meat. I want to eat meat. I don't want to be like eating bone marrow and flipping the bone itself. Do you know what I mean? I just want a bit of meat on it. And 9 times out of 10, back in the day, I remember we used to order like 50. Like when I used to go out of like my work people, we all used to order like 50 chicken wings and watch football. We'd have like you get like a bucket of beer. So you get like 6 or 7 beers, and then you can order like 50 chicken, or it might have been 100 each. Something stupid anyway. And we'd order them, and mine would be the ones where like there'd be like pure meat still on them because I'd pick off the bit of meat that I can see, and then I'll just leave the rest. But people are like, bro, there's like loads of meat on them. Like, I can't do it, man. I can't do that. I don't want to be
Dead
tasting.
to me now.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you why. I went to KFC years ago. And I remember I pulled. I can't remember what part of the chicken it was or wherever it was, but I pulled it away and like it was so bloody and like red and just it looked like something had gone wrong with this chicken while it was alive. I don't know.
Probably had to be fair.
And it was like red, like brown, green, like just it was horrible, man. It's the worst thing. That put me off KFC for years. I only started eating KFC 6-7 years ago again. So, yeah, man, there's certain things I just can't touch. But one thing I have had, I'm going to ask you if you're like an outrageous bit of, I was going to say about a bit of meat. Sounds a bit weird saying that, but you know what I mean. Like a bit of, but I remember I had alligator or crocodile and I've had whale. Yeah. Nice, Proper nice. I can't even lie still.
Oh,
Not had anything like that where it's a bit like kangaroo burger or something mad.
That's a kangaroo.
Listen, these are real things. Real things.
I know. Do you know what it is when it comes to eating animal? I'm too sensitive and I'm too emotional.
Man
So
said he doesn't want to. What was the Disney film with the kangaroo? Skippy the kangaroo. That's it.
Skippy. No. I think the wildest thing I've eaten, which ain't even wild, is probably trying to think. Maybe like the fish eggs, not caviar, but there's something else I had that was similar. Or
Was that here or abroad?
Broads
Yeah.
and octopus as well. Octopus is quite
Yeah, but ain't that like,
nice.
isn't that squid? Ain't that just like squid and them thing?
Yeah, no, that's what I said. It's not even that wild. I had the octopus that I had though, because obviously you get calamari and all that,
Yeah, yeah.
which is the like the fried or grilled squid, I think. But the octopus that I'm talking about is like little baby octopus. So you had like the legs, and I had the little suction things on it. Remember, I was taking a bite of it, so I was just trying it because this is like,
Wait. Sorry, I need to
go
get
on.
this straight.
Yeah,
So when you were eating it, it was dead, yeah?
yeah, it was there. I'm not eating anything that's alive.
Oh, okay.
That's mad.
What do you mean at the
But I,
suction thing then? I don't get what you mean.
no, I had like the legs, and it's
Yeah,
got the
yeah.
little, yeah. So it had that on there,
They don't
and
chop that off. That's what I'm saying.
no. I was in this is going back about 7 or 8 years,
Boy.
and when I put it in my mouth, it got stuck to my lip, innit? It was horrible. I got stuck in my ear. Oh yeah, it was yeah. So because yeah, I've had lobster, crab, but I couldn't eat like even duck is taking it a bit far. Deer, anything that I'd like to pet at the zoo or anything
Man
like
said
that, I
pet
ain't
at the
eating that,
zoo,
man.
you know.
Yeah, I'm not eating that. So
Duck's
yeah.
dry, man. Like I remember, I think I've only had duck maybe twice in my life. And the
Mm.
2 times I was drunk when I had it. But I felt weird eating it. It was weird. Like I can eat chicken. Some man eat what's them called, pheasants. Some man eat them things there and all that. Do you know what I mean? Like they'll eat birds or
So
pigeon.
roasted
Some man have like
pheasant.
pigeon hearts or whatever. But when I was eating a duck, it was like weird because I was just like, I felt dirty. Do you know what I mean? Like I felt dirty eating it. I thought, and I know chicken coops are disgusting. Like I've seen chicken coops, so I know
Yeah,
what they're like.
no.
But I don't know, man. I just felt weird. Like I don't know. It was just weird. I don't know. I can't even explain it, but I just felt dirty. Like I had to get my stomach pumped out after I had this duck. It was weird. A weird
I
feeling.
think sometimes because if I don't know I'm eating it, I'll try it. But if you tell me what it is, it's mad. And it's funny what you say with duck because when I stopped eating pork and lamb and beef, I was thinking, oh, maybe I can try like duck and maybe occasionally have turkey. So I was thinking of having duck. And then one of the days, it was in the pandemic, I was at my yard and I looked out the window over the balcony, and there's obviously no traffic, no cars, and there was a mother duck, and I know it's gonna sound made up, but there's a mother duck, and the six little ducklings were just walking down the street. It was so mad, and when I saw that, I was like, I can't eat duck, man. I just can't. These bastards are so cute. Yeah, I just cannot eat duck. I
Oh
cannot eat that
shit!
thing that I just saw there. It's bad.
Fancy
It's
eating
bad.
pops, said it.
Oh man.
Mum and the little ducklings are looking for pops, and pops is
Yeah,
in the
that's it
fridge.
in my stomach. Yeah, in the fridge, in the freezer.
You know that happened to
Yeah.
me when I went to Jamaica, though, innit? About the rabbit years
Uh
ago.
huh. Go on.
Yeah, so pulled out because obviously me and my brother, we were like fast at it, so we was looking in the fridge and the freezer. We seen this thing in like
Mm.
wrapped up at the bottom of the freezer. It was like proper like wrapped up. You could kind of see in the bag. I remember the bag was blue, like one of them food bags. You could kind of see in it. And that's right. That's like a weird looking chicken. So anyway, a couple of days passed now. Eating this food, I'm thinking. I remember saying to my mum, "Ma, this tastes a bit. It's nice, but it tastes a bit weird, a bit more
Bit
chewier.
tender.
Like, yeah, a bit weird texture to it." And then my brother said, "Oh, that wasn't chicken, that was rabbit." I was
Funny
like,
Bugs Buddy.
huh? Rabbit? I was like, nah, you're lying. And then years later, this story went on for years, I got told like years like down the line, yeah, it was rabbit. I didn't want to tell you because I knew you wouldn't eat it at the time. I was like, nah, man,
One of
you
those ones.
coerced me into eating something I didn't know, Do you know how mad
That
that is?
abuse, boy.
Yeah. I was like, nah, you're wrong for that, mum. You're wrong. Come on, you can't be doing that. You can't be doing that to me. But
Oh, God.
yeah, like I think like even going back to what you were saying before, like it's always good like when you go on holiday just to try different things.
Yeah.
Because I think that's where I kind of learned that I can't just be like one dimensional and
Mm.
just eat the same things. Do you know what I mean? And when I went over to like, I think it might have been Portugal actually as well. Might have been when I was over there, and like they had so many different fishes and just different dishes and everything was just fresh out there. There were certain things that I just wouldn't touch here, or certain fishes maybe I wouldn't touch when I'm here, but when I'm there, it was lovely. So I think when you go abroad, just try something different in it, or what you're comfortable with. I think anyway. And have you ever had anything bad abroad? Like, have you had? Have you had when I say
You
bad,
say
I'm to
like
give you an
bad.
example.
Yeah, go on, go on.
I remember once. I think I can't remember where I was. I'm gonna say Spain or Greece or somewhere mad like that. And I literally just landed, so it's like kind of. I think it was like kind of like 4 or 5 p.m. So I hadn't eaten all day. I'd been on the planes and whatever. I got there, checked in, and then I found like there was. Oh no, it was late. It was late. So it was really late actually because there's nowhere open. That was it. There was one place open across like from the hotel or like a couple of streets down, and I think because obviously the menu's all in like some places you go, they've only got it in like Spanish or they got it in whatever the language is. So all this menu is in Spanish. It was no like English
No
equivalent. So,
translation.
and I was ignorant then. Them times, like going back years, so I didn't even try and learn the language before I went or none of that. And I remember I pointed at this thing because I think it said whatever venison. It was, I thought it was beef anyway, whatever it was. Because when this thing come out, I thought, nah, I'm not touching this. And I could see the woman watching me from over there. Like she had like the locals were sat with her, like sort of thing, and they were all like just staring, watching. And I thought, nah, what kind of place have I just walked into? But whatever it wasn't like you wouldn't eat it because it could see like arteries and just loads of mad, like it's just veiny and just whatever it was not like a part of the animal you should be eating. That's what I mean. So that whole holiday, I'm not gonna lie, I was on the McDonald's diet, and I just went to McDonald's every day, morning, noon, and night, because I didn't trust anything else. And I wasn't like all inclusive; it was like self-catering and all that. So I just thought, fuck this, I'm going McDonald's for breakfast. I think I'd like a chicken sandwich every breakfast, every morning. Then I'd go back for lunch. Because the amount of weight I put on when I came back was mad.
No, I'm laughing, yeah, because whenever I go abroad, yeah, it's gonna sound bad, but especially when I look at Italians, the Italian restaurants, in whichever country I'm in, there's always a black guy in there eating pizza, like a
Yeah,
margarita pizza.
yeah. And it's margarita. It's never like a couple of toppings.
It's never done.
It's just
And a
cheese and
ham.
tomato in it. Played it safe. I like that. No, it's true. It's true, man. Because sometimes, you know what? I'm telling you that some of these people, and don't forget, we don't know like where to go in certain countries. Like,
Yeah.
there's certain places I know not to go in Liverpool or to go in Birmingham or parts of London that I just wouldn't eat from. Do you know what I mean? Because they got a reputation or whatever, or their hygiene ratings 1 or something stupid like that. So I know there's certain places not to go. But when you're in Spain, I don't know them things. I see a shop that's open, a restaurant that's open, I'll go there. But yeah, man, margarita pizza is the one, man. Because you gotta play it safe. You know you're getting back to the hotel in one piece, innit?
No, I've had mad like stomach aches when I've been abroad. Like when you're just wiped out, or you can't go anywhere without being, like within about 10 meters from a toilet, man. It's long. So yeah, it's not worth the risk. Do you know what I mean?
Have you
Especially if you're only there for like 3-4 days, it's not worth the risk, man. And you got like 2-3 hour flight back home. It's long.
have you ever been to Egypt before?
No.
Oh yeah, see. There's a thing out there, yeah. This is a true story. There's a thing called the Egyptian shits. I'm not even lying. Cause you don't even have to eat over there. You just gotta breathe the air in it and you'll get it. Like I'm telling you, you can't be, you just said then about being like a couple of meters from the toilet. You gotta be like close at all times as well. Nah, the first and last time I go there, because that was one of the maddest, like, and the food's lovely as well. I'm not criticizing the food, because whenever I ate there, it was lovely food. It was all fresh and it was lovely, man. Some of the food, but yeah, you gotta be careful over there, man. Mad.
No, you know what? It's funny because I do wonder who it affects the most. Because I had a friend, and her, I want to say partner, they must be married by now, but she was saying that she used to make fun of this guy. We used to call it Jamaica belly, because she's saying that Jamaicans can't eat nothing. Everything upset our belly. So it'd be interesting to know if it's just I said it, or if it's just a genuine certain places. It's just, yeah, it's just peak.
It's like you said though, when you said about eating the tuna and the pasta for, because the first thing that thought when you said that, imagine doing that when you gotta be on a train for 2 hours. Yeah, I'm thinking back to the days where I was traveling or gotta go to like London from Liverpool or whatever. Imagine your belly doing somersaults, man. That's a heavy breakfast to be eating. But I suppose if you know when and when not to do it. Like if you know
Yeah.
you're not leaving the yard for a couple of hours
Yeah,
or you're
working
working
from
from
home.
home, they
Yeah,
just
yeah, and that's the 3 slices of wholemeal bread just to soak up
three
all the
slices, man.
flavors.
That's all, man. But it's mad still. It's mad. But
Oh boy.
yeah, man. It's funny, innit? Because like, as much as we joke about food, like I don't know, because you're not like you're not a vegan, are you? You're not like a
I'm not, but a lot of the meals that I'll have, so probably 2 3 times a week I'll have food that
resembles what a vegan would eat, I
vegan
suppose.
slash vegetarian.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's
yeah,
vegan, even up to like the vegan desserts. Because again, it's just that I think it's an age thing as you get older. Just
yeah,
the
yeah.
vegan desserts are much easier to digest, and you're not like up sweating at night and then feeling murdered in the morning with like feeling sick. So, but no, I'm still yeah, man. I have my chicken and like cook with eggs and butter and just regular food supplies that
Mm.
vegans don't eat. No, no offense, but sometimes I feel like some vegan food is just gravel. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
imitation like chicken sausage, and it's just gravel. It
I
just
said
feel like
gravel.
sand in your mouth, and yeah, yeah, no, it's
The man
long.
said gravel. Oh
Oh
shit, man.
no.
What